Hi, folks. Ted from Immersion here, and I'm back with another interview. This time, I'm going to be talking to my good friend Celeste as we do a retrospective. Exactly 2 weeks later from the D&D Block Party event, the first of its kind. But before we talk about all that, for people who don't know, I mean, if you don't know what rock are you living under, who are you, Celeste? Tell the people.
Yeah, hey everybody. My name is Celeste Konowich. I am a freelance game designer. I do a lot of work out there writing Dungeons and Dragons. I've worked with Wizards of the Coast, Cobalt Press, some of those companies. I'm also a podcaster in the community, the DM and producer for Venture Maidens, which is an actual play D&D podcast, amongst a bunch of other streams and things that I do. So that's me. Hey everybody, it's so good to be on the channel. Thanks for having me, Ted.
Yeah, of course. So, obviously, we and you spearheaded this idea of this D&D block party. So, if you could just very quickly, for people who are unaware, I mean, there's been a lot of videos and things out there about it, but what is or was the D&D block party?
Yeah, so essentially the D&D Block Party was this idea of a community-led sort of mini convention stream event with the goal in mind to raise a bunch of money for charity, but to also feature panels and like demos and games starring some of the communities, favorite folks out there. So whether these are actual play podcasters or streamers or designers like on the DMs Guild, we even had, crafters and mini painters, just a lot of people that you see doing a lot of good work to promote Dungeons and Dragons, with their daily content that they are publishing. So that event was a 2 day event. It was jam packed with hours and hours and hours of back to back streams, doing, like I said, everything from games to demos. Yeah, and then all proceeds for that event were going towards the Trevor Project, which is an LGBTQ organization that helps with supports youth mental health. So they do a lot of great work. And since the stream was during Pride Month, that felt like a good choice for that. So yeah, I mean, and we ended up rocking it and having a great time. And it was, really all about like celebrating our community and what we're all doing out there.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, like you said, and it's kind of the tagline above me, over $14,000 raised, which I think the starting goal was like 1,000.
It was like $1,000. I
Yeah.
had no idea what what to even expect in terms of, because we did host this on the Venture Maidens channel. And of course we have our own programming on there. But this was the first sort of community driven large streaming event we had ever done. So in terms of expectations, we didn't really know because we didn't charge anything for people to come in and like come onto these streams. And we were running a ton of giveaways and stuff
Hmm.
too. So we weren't really sure if people were going to donate or just be there to support or what that would look like. So, I mean, when we did pass that $14,000 mark, all of us were just floored and blown away and so grateful towards what the community was able to do with their power and passion.
Yeah, it definitely it shocked me to just see. I mean, the chat was constant throughout the entirety of
Yeah.
the event.
We
Um,
had, I mean, we averaged over 900 viewers for the entire event. That's 2 days worth of streaming.
and we didn't really announce that we were going to do this too far in advance to give people a lot of time to plan. I mean, we also didn't take, I mean, our design, just as a reference for folks, kind of the core planning team was like 5 people,
Yeah.
6 people. It was not a lot of folks. And we pretty much started playing about 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because we got the this all started, when we heard the D&D live announcement, and right after that, I was like, oh man, it's such a bummer that they didn't choose to include any community folks in that event. So I wanted to put together an event that would celebrate community and celebrate the people that I really felt should be there and supporting Dungeons and Dragons. So that event. Yeah, that announcement came out maybe 3 weeks
Mhm.
before the block party. So we had a very, very fast,
Yeah.
time from inception to actual putting on the event. So I'm continuously amazed on what this small team was able to accomplish in such a short period of time.
Yeah, I mean, and again, obviously it turned out great, and it was a lot of work to put all these people together. We had a really great moderator team, folks that were in there making sure everything was going well. And from what I saw, everybody who came out to see whether they heard about it and they were here to support it from the start, or they were just casual Twitch viewers seeing like, oh man, 900 people on a D&D channel, what's that about?
What?
And they
Let's do
just,
that.
yeah, and they just jumped in, and everybody was super stoked about it. And we weren't launching major new products or announcing anything crazy, but we still had constant engaged folks that were raising money for a good cause. And it's a wild thing to see all of this come together in such a short period of time. And I don't know, I just still I have a loss for words to just describe this amazing community vibe, because some of us had gone to previous D&D live events, and just that feeling of camaraderie of the community all being together in a physical space was awesome.
Yeah.
Obviously, the state of the world right now, we can't be together because we're all doing the right thing and everybody is staying socially distant and apart. But to still feel like we had that same communal gathering of us all sitting around the same table while we're all in our own spaces, and with 900 other people or more that we didn't even know, was just a wild thing to think about.
Awesome. It felt awesome every second being there, like watching that donation bar go up and everybody cheering each other on to donate, and like getting excited for these giveaways, and
Hmm.
interacting with people. I mean, and folks were so kind and wonderful. Usually when you get that many people together in a Twitch stream, you do have some problems that
Yeah.
pop up. But I mean, even our moderators, they did a great job running all the giveaways and watching everything. But honestly, like the positivity that came through during that whole event was overwhelming. They didn't have to use the band hammer and like those sort of things. So I think everybody was just feeling that, like that awesome convention spirit, which was one of the huge like main goals of putting this event together.
Right. And would you say, I mean, I feel like it's probably a no-brainer at this point. Obviously, there's a ton of work involved, but based on the success of this, do we see a D&D Block Party 2021 in our future?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I mean, this is definitely going to become an annual event at this point. I already have people emailing, asking to be part of next year's event without us ever saying we were going to do it again.
Sure.
People are reaching out, companies are reaching out. I have so many people just came forward and were like, wow, this was amazing, and saying thank you, and, wanting to donate time and energy and products and money towards next time. So this is absolutely a new tradition that has been born.
Yeah, it's definitely, again, it's not too late, obviously, to go out and plan for 2021. But if folks wanted to catch up, say they're seeing this video and they're like, oh man, this is so cool. Where can they go to catch up the videos? I know there's a lot of editing and things going on in the background to get these, but where can they go to see what they missed?
Yeah, so in the next couple days, I will be getting all the videos up on the Venture Maidens YouTube channel. But right now, if you do want to check it out, those videos are archived on our Twitch channel as well, so you can go and check out those awesome videos. I mean, the first day was 9.5 hours of content, and the second day was 10.5 hours,
Hmm.
just because people were so excited, and that final game was just people kept donating, and we kept pushing it, and it was amazing. So you can check those out right now on the Venture Maidens Twitch channel to see those archived videos. And we are, putting those in shorter formats for you and getting those ready to go on YouTube. So you'll be able to check out the D&D Block Party playlist on there. D&D Block Party 2020
That's
playlist,
true. That's true.
because
Yeah.
there's going to be a 2021. So
Yeah, and there will be links in the description to the Venture Maintenance channel and all the places you can go and find all of these videos. So I mean, I feel like that pretty much encompasses what I wanted to discuss: what it is, how it worked, and the general feeling and the vibe of togetherness and everybody kind of coming together as a community to be a true community, to show when we all band together, what we're able to do. But Celeste, is there anything else you want the people to know, or you want to tell them about the block party?
sure. I One thing I really want to know. I was astounded by the diversity of programming we were able to include in this, because we did have, your standard events you would see during like a 24-hour live stream or a convention. So we had those actual play games, but we also had some really amazing panels, featuring some incredible people that I'm just overjoyed that they said yes to participate. So we really do have a section for everyone to check out, and I'm sure you could find something that interests you. You might be able to learn something over the course. A few of the panels I really want to point out. I mean, Ted was part of the Chronicler Crash Course, a D&D lore YouTuber panel, which was very cool to hear about all these people who, I don't know, I feel like when you're on screen, Ted, you're always so business oriented. So
Mm.
it was really cool to like listen to you and like Jordan, AJ, and Mr. Rex like go back and forth and talk a little bit about the process and how you got into this.
Mhm.
Was super duper cool. And then we also had a panel called Sleep Ha, working full time in tabletop, which was moderated by the amazing James Introcaso, who has written everything.
Sure, yeah. If it's a
Everything.
major RPG release, you'd be shocked to not find his name tied to it.
Yeah, and it was so awesome hearing from all the folks on that channel talk about, what it is to work full time in gaming and what that process looks like. And I got a lot of advice about how to manage my day-to-day life and,
Mhm.
maybe like fit in that time for self-care or breaks
Sure.
that, working full time in tabletop may not normally lend. And then also another amazing panel we had on Sunday was the accessibility and D&D panel, which was just incredible. I learned so much, getting to hear about these experiences from tabletop gamers who wrestle with accessibility issues and are constantly working in the community to make D&D accessible for everyone. We're definitely going to be hosting a part 2 of that panel in specific, because people in the chat were just so interested, and it was such an important topic. So that was
Sure.
absolutely incredible, on top of course all the other just wildly fun games
Mhm.
that were part of it. So yeah, there's really something for everyone. If you want to check out those sections in particular, it was just jam packed with so much good stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, we already talked about it at the beginning, but if you want to plug the Venture Maidens and everything else that you do, one more time, like I said, I'll have links to all of Celeste and the Venture Maidens social medias and all that stuff down in the description below. But go ahead and plug away.
Yeah, the best place to follow me, see what I'm up to, is to follow me on Twitter at @ckonowitch. You can check out my full catalog of everything I've written and what I'm streaming and stuff on my website, celesteconowitch.com. If you want to follow the Venture Maidens, all the stuff we do on Twitter at Venture Maidens, or of course, subscribe to our Twitch channel at The Venture Maidens. And we have a lot of fun games always going on there.
All right. And again, folks, you've seen the power of what this amazing woman was able to put together in 3 weeks' time with just a ramshackle team of people put together in a limited amount of time. So if you
My
are
hero, my
planning
A team.
yeah, if you are planning to run a tabletop related community event, whether it be virtual or I'm going to even say probably even if it's a physical event when we're actually able to do that, if you need to hire somebody to do that, this person right here, she is the one you want. She can clearly do this. She's got the experience in writing, in event design, and all this kind of stuff. If you're not looking to reach out to her to hire her, just seriously, what are you even doing?
What are you doing? Thank you, Ted.
Yes, of course. So once again, thank you all so much for watching. Again, be sure to check out all the videos if you want to catch up on what was missed. You can feel free, obviously, to donate to the Trevor Project, even outside of the scope of the D&D Block Party. It's all going to a great cause. I also have a link. There's some merch still kicking around if you want to go pick up merch from the Block Party. And keep your eyes peeled for D&D Block Party 2021. We'll see you next time.